Hello, graded learners. I am Francisco A. Autumn Jr., your math teacher. Together, let us discover the wonders of numbers. We all know the fact that learning mathematics is not easy. Just like achieving your goals or dreams in life. Be positive all times, reject negative thoughts, set your mind to zero fear so that your future will not be undefined. Before I introduce our topic today, let's have first a short review of our previous lesson. We have learned that in graphing linear equations in two variables using 2 points, we need to plot these 2 points on a Cartesian plane and connect them to form a line. So, this time, it is your turn to answer the following questions, just to check if you have really understood on our topic about Cartesian plane. You will be given 5 seconds to answer each question. Are you ready? Question number 1. Who invented the rectangular coordinate system? If your answer is René Descartes, then you are correct. Second question. It is the point of intersection of the Cartesian plane. It starts with letter O. And the answer is origin. Last question. In the coordinates 2, 5, if 2 is the abscissa, what do you call the second number? Ordinate is the correct answer. Good job, learners! As we get closer to our topic, I want you to think of this. Based on your own understanding, how do you differentiate pessimism from optimism? Who do you think would want to climb to the top of the mountain? Is it a pessimistic or an optimistic person?
According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, optimism means a feeling or belief that good things will happen in the future. It means a feeling or belief that what you hope for will happen. On the other hand, the word pessimism means a feeling or belief that bad things will happen in the future, or what you hope for will not happen.
Going back to our previous question, therefore, it is the optimistic person who wants to reach the top of the mountain because he or she is a risk taker. Today, we will be learning a new topic about slope of a line. And in this lesson, you need to achieve the following objectives. First, illustrate or define slope of a line. Second, solve or find slope of a line. So, what are you waiting for? Grab now your pen and paper. Let's learn and enjoy. I will show you some pictures. In each picture, there is a corresponding description of a line. Your task is to tell whether the statement is true or false. Are you ready? Let's go! First picture. The line rises from the left to the right. Second picture. The line falls from the left to the right. Third picture. The line is parallel to the ground. Last picture. The line is horizontal. It's time to check your work. Here are the answers. Speaking of a line, we can see it everywhere. There are objects that represent a line. Your hair, the edge of the table, the side of the mountain, and many more. There are lines with slope and there are also lines without slope. What is slope of a line then? When we say slope, it refers to the steepness or the inclination of a line. On these pictures, each steepness were labeled by a line. The slope m of a line can be solved using the following formulae. First, slope m is equal to rise over run, where rise refers to the vertical change, whereas run refers to the horizontal change. The second formula is slope m is equal to change in y over change in x, or slope m is equal to quantity y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. There are four types or illustrations of slope. It can be illustrated by the trend of the graph or line. First, if the slope is positive, then the graph or line is increasing from left to right. Second, if the slope is negative, then the graph or line is decreasing from left to right. Third, if the slope is 0, then the graph or line is a horizontal line. And last, if the slope is undefined, then the graph or line is a vertical line. After the thorough discussion, I think we have already achieved the first objective. But this time, let's have another discussion, and this is more on developing your mathematical skills. Why? Because we will be solving the slope of a line given the 2 points using the formula, which is slope m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Let's try this. Problem number 1. Find the slope of a line that passes through negative 4, 4, and 2, negative 4. First, we will graph these 2 points on this Cartesian plane. So this is our first point, and this is our second point. So our first point is negative 4, 4. So this is our x, negative 4. So from the origin, we will move to the left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the value of y is 4. So since this is positive, we will move upward 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is now our first point. Our second point is 2, negative 4. The value of x is 2. From the origin, we will move to the right because it is positive. 1, 2. Then, since our value of y is negative 4, we will move downward. So from here, we will count 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our second point is located at quadrant 4, whereas our first point is located at second quadrant. So we will connect these 2 points so that we can describe the line. So as we can see, the line is rising from the right to the left. So since our first example is an example of negative slope, expectedly, on our solution in computing the slope of a line, we will have also a negative answer. Let's check. Okay, to solve the slope of a line of this problem, we will use this formula. Slope m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So if this is our point 1 or first point, so this is our x sub 1 and this is our y sub 1. So, on the other hand, if this is our second point, so the first number is our x sub 2 and the second number is our y sub 2. Going back to the formula, we are now ready for substitution. Our y sub 2 is negative 4. Copy the operation, which is minus. And y sub 1 is positive 4. Over x sub 2 is 2. Minus, and x sub 1 is negative 4. Applying the subtraction of integers, negative 4 minus 4, that becomes negative 8 over, bring down 2, so negative times negative 4, that is positive 4. So since our denominator, we can still simplify, so we will simplify this one. 2 plus 4, that is 6, then copy negative 8. So this is not yet the final answer since we can reduce this one to lowest term. So the answer is negative 4 over 3. So therefore, in this problem, we have a negative value of the slope just because the line is rising from right to the left. This is the time to test your knowledge. You have to answer the following questions or problem. Write your answer on your activity notebook. In your notebook, do not forget to write your name, the title of your lesson, and the date. For set A, write number 1 to 5. You will only identify or determine whether each illustration of the graph or line has a positive, negative, 0, or undefined slope. This is very easy. Don't be lazy. This is your chance to pass the subject. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. For set B, you have to solve the slope of a line. Remember, you don't need to graph the points on the Cartesian plane. Just follow the instructions. Solve the slope of a line that passes through 5, 3, and 2, 6. Describe the line or graph based on the computed value of slope. This is good for 5 points. You may send your output in our group chat, or you can send it in my Messenger account. Thank you for your cooperation. For your assignment, compose a poem or a song in at least 2 stanzas which is related to our topic, slope of a line. Write it in a short bond paper and submit that one next week. Great work, learners! You did well on this topic. I am so happy that you have understood our lesson. Now, get ready for another learning battle ahead. This has been your math teacher, Sir Francisco, saying to be optimistic is to be slow. Show love on your parents every day. Thank you and God bless everyone. Bye-bye.